What strains of pigeons do you keep here?
Well, if you're after specific strains, I don't hold that into much value. I have what I like to think are good pigeons put together. The last introduction that I brought in was Paul Partridge pigeons from Cardiff.
Yeah.
And one reason why I went to Paul Partridge, other than his fantastic results as a racing man and a livestock man, he wasn't trying to sell you a specific strain. His pigeons was blended together, and I mean, I have the pedigrees for the pigeons. I've got them out of all Paul's best pigeons.
Yeah.
But he's not trying to sell you a strain. And I thought, in this day and age, it would have been so much easier for him if he said that these was Jansen's, Bush Arts.
Yeah.
But he never. He was saying that it's his family of pigeons that he's blended together, and I think they're the best, you know.
So you're doing the very same thing. You're making your own family.
I've just put good pigeons together. I like to think they're good pigeons.
Right.
And I breed a lot of late breds, and I put them away in the stock loft. And I think, you know, in time they'll produce the goods if they're bred out, that's, you know, your best pigeons.
Do the best of the race birds and look in the stock loft. On retirement.
In 2000, I put one of my best hens in there. She topped the Yorkshire Middle Rope on the day when we shouldn't have had pigeons here. I was first and second Yorkshire Middle Route on a southwesterly wind, and the pigeons were really racing.
Yep.
And I'm like first drop, which I shouldn't have been in the running.
No.
The winner should have been at Bridlington and Scarborough. And I was first and second, and that checker hen is in the stock loft. A cock out of her was runner-up to the Humberside Trophy in 1999.
Right.
And he's breeding lovely pigeons that are breeding, his youngsters are breeding winners. So I thought it's time that hen should be put away.
Is that normal practice, like the best of your race birds, back to replenish the stock loft? You know,
I breed late breds. I'm a devil for breeding late breds. You know, when the widowed cocks, I tend to bring hens out the stock loft and pair them to the best cocks.
Right.
And I'm looking for the best pigeons out of those to go back into the stock loft. And I leave them for a year, or I bring them out on the road and race them as 2-year-old late breds.
So all the time you're refreshing the blood with the top racers and stock hens.
That's right.
Right.
The cock that I've just mentioned that was runner-up to the Humberside Trophy, that year I paired him with my good hen 704 and took 4 late breds out of them, very late breds, but they're worthwhile. Currently I race widowed with the cocks and a roundabout system. I raced widowed for many years. I was one of the first in this area in the early 80s to race widowed. But in, I would say 1995, I got this itch that I wanted to race hens.
Yeah.
And I rigged up a section to race hens on a system which I thought was a type of jealousy system. It never developed. The section is there now, and I use it as a storeroom.
Yeah.
But the following year, I decided to change a section, and I made all the boxes over the winter period, and I was determined to race hens on widowed, like you would race widowed cocks. The only difference being that the hens are locked in the boxes all the day.
No freedom in the loft.
No freedom in the loft, no. I think with hens you've got to be on top of them, else they'll be pairing up, and
Right.
sometimes it pays to have them pairing up, you know, looking at each other, but most of the time I raced them to any cocks that I had available.
Yeah.
And that first year I had a dozen. There was, I think, 4 2-year-old pigeons that hadn't raced as yearlings but raced as babies, and the rest of them was yearlings. And out of those 12 from the first race, we had a disastrous race, but Pigeons did work back, and I went on to win many firsts with them hens that year.
Yeah.
They raced marvellously, and I've got, I think, I must have won 25 firsts in 2 years, 3 years with hens.
With the hens on their own, yeah?
With, yeah.
Very good stuff. How would you compare them against the cocks? Say we'll take 12 hens, 12 cocks.
Yeah.
How would you compare them?
I thought you might ask me this one. I think the main difference is the hens love you and the cocks want to fight you. But I think you can get closer to the hens. You know, you have them brushing up to you.
You find
They're
the
pleased to see you when you go into the loft, especially the widowed hens. The roundabout hens, they're not so as the widowed hens. But the only reason I don't race widowed hens is because I ended up in, let me get the year right, in 99 I had 2000 I had too many good young cocks, or 2-year-old cocks. I was only raced as babies, and I brought them in, and I was quite happy.
So the normal racing season, normal racing year, you find widowed cocks, roundabout hens,
That's right.
and cocks,
Yeah.
jealous hens, and on the jealousy system.
Yeah. Well, I think the roundabouts.
Does it change for the channel when you're going distance flying? Does any of that change? Any pairs paired up?
I don't pair anything up. I make sure a cock at the later race, possibly for the last race, show him his hen for a couple of days, and let him have the freedom up now for a day. But other than that, no. So I race them all the way through on widowwood.
Right. Maybe just with like the extreme distances that you find, so your longest channel race, you might leave the cock with the hen for a couple of days beforehand.
That's right. I would be up early in the morning. I would have the cock or cocks in that section out for the fly, and when they come back in, I would have the hen in the box for him coming back in from his training flight.
Yeah.
And once he's back in the loft, I would shut the doors and leave him in there until possibly dinner time, and then I would open the loft up and let them both out together, let them have the freedom of the loft, in and out, and just try and build a little bit more incentive in the cock.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you just like pick one specific pigeon that you're really concentrating on, the one that you really fancy, and treat him like that? Or
I would possibly have a main candidate.
Yeah, that was
and it's always nice if you've got 2 or 3 in the same section, you know, that you're fancying.
Yeah.
So it becomes a lot easier. But my problem is I've got 3 sections there and the section here.
Yeah.
So I'm tied between 4 sections, and I don't really want to upset all the sections if I can just narrow it down to one.
To one, yeah.
My sections are very similar, so I don't suppose it hurts if you move one into another section. You know, he'll still go into the same box in the same position.
Yeah.
So